Hello, and welcome back to AdamBobrowConnect, the channel where you email me and we connect. And hopefully it's something that is helpful to many people. Let's dig into the email. Hey Adam, I've been watching your videos for a few years now, and I really enjoy them and regularly share them with friends. Thanks. Just watching your videos, I tend to learn things that I like to try out later during training. Now, I live in a small town in Belgium, in between some cities that have bigger table tennis clubs than ours. However, from my understanding, hearing from the other clubs during competition, I hear a lot that it's hard to find new people to keep the club going in the future. There are a few clubs that do have an active youth program, but mine isn't part of that. Aside from me, mid-20s, and my brother, everyone else is at least 10 years older than me. Now, I've been trying to get some things in order, like gaining an online presence for the club by creating a website, making a YouTube channel, creating a Facebook, this all so people can at least find out stuff about our club. Now my question is, how do you grow interest in table tennis in your local community? I've been brainstorming a bit, and I do have some ideas like having an initiator course given in a local middle school and posting updates and videos in our local town group, but I fear these won't be enough, as in the past, there hasn't seemed to be much interest, though we only had text-based ways of informing people. What are, in your opinion, some of the ways you can engage people to come out and try table tennis? Thank you for sharing your experiences. They make me want to be a better player and improve continuously, and maybe someday we could be playing against one another if you ever come to Belgium. Many thanks in advance. P.S. If you have any pointers on the website or the only video I've uploaded to the YouTube channel, do feel free to share them. I'm always looking to improve where I can. Okay, first of all, it's great that you're brainstorming. When you do brainstorm, it's important to sit down, focus, and write all thoughts that come to mind. Some are going to be silly, some are going to be bad, some are going to be great, some you might think are bad, and someone else might think are great, or could even inspire great thoughts. So the point of brainstorming is simply writing down anything that comes to mind. Don't be critical during the brainstorming process. Just get as many ideas out there as you can. Think far and wide, outside of the box. Even test yourself with some ideas that you think might be crazy, because you never know, the crazy ones sometimes are the best. That's been the case for me over and over throughout my life. First of all, in terms of growing interest in table tennis, yes, it is important to keep inviting people. Groups in general of all sorts have this sort of evangelical quality and try to grow for the most part, especially anything that needs demand, right? Table tennis clubs need players to make them fun, to attract people in the first place, and also for the future, as you mentioned. So you being about 10 years younger than anyone else in the club, at least, you're probably closer to a lot of young people. So I think it's partially on you to find young people. You can also talk to some of the members in the club and say, hey, do you have any kids who'd be interested? Now, some people, when they show up, they just want to show up and get their exercise for 2 hours and then call it a night. And maybe their kids are very beginner and they wouldn't get exercise and there's not so much table space. So maybe you need to see how you can work that out so that people aren't disappointed and everybody feels happy to be there and sharing the tables. Maybe that means getting more time from the club for hours that they're open. Maybe it means having special times where it's just kids. I do know that growing up playing team sports with kids, being a kid myself, it's important even for parents to see that their kids are making friendships and that they're playing with other kids. When I got into table tennis, like when I started playing table tennis competitively, I was about 14. My first tournament was 15. And when I wanted to go to the local clubs, yeah, everyone there was at least 20 years older than me, let's say. And on average, they were well above that. So I was playing with a bunch of grown men and I was just a teenager, but that's how much I enjoyed playing. It didn't matter to me what the person looked like on the other side of the table, how old they were, man or woman. I just wanted to play. And that's one of the many beauties of our sport, is that it's something that everybody can play. Whether you're in a wheelchair or on a crutch, one leg, two legs, no legs, tall, short, chubby, skinny, it's all good. Everyone can play. So marketing it is important, and making it look fun is really important. Everybody loves fun. Well, maybe not everybody loves socializing all the time, different levels of that, but creating sort of a family vibe or a group, a community, that's really important. So if you can take some ownership, and whenever you're at the club, be really friendly with everybody. Welcome new people when they come in. Say bye to people when they leave so people don't feel ignored or forgotten. Yeah, just really make it feel like a warm welcome place that people feel important and everybody knows everybody's name. Say people's names a lot so that you remember them, and when you see them on the street, maybe they're at a local market, and you say, hey, what's up? You coming to table tennis on Wednesday? Then they'll feel like, oh yeah, that wasn't part of my life before, but now that you mention it, I had a good time. I'd love to come back. It's also incredibly important when you're building a community to encourage people. The power of encouragement is priceless. A lot of us from a very young age got into certain hobbies because we thought we were good at it. And we thought we were good at it probably because someone told us we were good at it. It can be the same for school. When people ask kids what's your favorite subject, it's often the subject that they're best at or that they think they're best at. So, you don't have to lie to people. You don't have to tell absolute beginners that they're number one in the world. But highlight the things that are their strengths. If someone's slow but they have incredible control, let them know, wow, your feeling is really good. You have incredible touch. Your control is really impressive. You have a real knack for this game. If someone's incredibly fast, you can let them know, wow, your footwork is really good for table tennis. But encourage them and let them know what their strengths are so that they feel like, yeah, this is where I belong. I should continue here. Just encourage people, and it'll really help retain your guests. If you want people coming to your club, you want people playing the sport, give them reason to come back. Encourage them. In terms of your video, I checked out the video. Your level's very good. You guys play very well. Simple fix. There's a counter that I assume there's a little stand where the camera is. It's taking up probably 25% of the screen, which is a bit distracting and blocks the footwork a little bit. Do everything you can to make the shot as clean as possible to make sure that people aren't distracted and thinking about things other than what you want them to focus on. As the video maker, you have the ability to sort of show people what you want and let people focus on what you want them to focus on. The video I saw was you with a friend and a scorekeeper, or you with an opponent and a scorekeeper, and while the playing was cool, it wasn't clear what the point of the video was. I didn't see it if it said, but I watched till the end and from the beginning, and I didn't see anything that said, come play table tennis, looking for fun, or looking for a great way to burn some calories and get your brain stronger, looking to, whatever it is, come learn table tennis, come play table tennis, looking for a place to play. You want to make sure that your intentions are clear. If you have a message to send and the message isn't received, well, that's not ideal for you, right? So be pretty clear on what you hope the video will accomplish and set it up in a way that it should accomplish that. Yeah, humor is always good, bright colors, I think. People tend to like things that look alive and fun and active. Yeah, get many people involved. Also, a lot of people want to feel like they're seen. And I don't know exactly what it's like in your city in Belgium, but yeah, people come in different shapes, sizes, colors, genders. Yeah, maybe you have some women who are playing. And then all the women that want to play table tennis might go, oh, women play there. Oh, cool, I won't be alone. Or maybe a person of a certain ethnicity or age group might say, oh, I don't want to be the only young person there, or I don't want to be the only old person there, or I don't want to be the only, Indian or African or whatever, wherever someone comes from, they might look and just feel like it's nice to know that they're welcomed. So I think showing a variety of people can be really helpful also. And another thing that's important for creating a fun atmosphere is having more people in the room, having people clapping, having people cheering, laughing, reacting. Then suddenly it's not just sort of a basement or a club that two people open the doors to. It feels more like a public place. It feels safer. It feels more inviting. So yeah, how else to get more attention? Reach out to local news. Do philanthropy events. Yes, go to local schools. Get schools involved. Say, hey, you've got a facility. Maybe you can even offer some coaching at the school. Maybe you can talk to the school and say, hey, if you guys are looking for a coach, we can offer an after-school program. And we're not doing this for profit, but just to cover time and expenses. Here's, some simple fee that we would ask, and we can send, a coach to your school. I can come to your school and coach every Wednesday from 3 to 5 after school or whatever it is, and then let them know, and then try to get more schools involved, create some rivalries, some competition. People love trophies, they love medals, they love being acknowledged. So even if there are only two schools competing against each other, maybe the school that wins is the number one school in the city. Now, when other schools in the city hear about that, they think, hey, we've got a lot of table tennis players, we should form a team too. So get people talking, get some competition going, make things exciting in that way, and never hurts to have fun videos. Put some personality in it too. Talk to the camera a little bit so people can see who you are, so that you're not just a guy who plays table tennis well, but you're also a human being with a name, a face, and arms wide open to welcome them to your table tennis community. Never hurts to be creative, to have some fun, and don't be shy. Put it out there, wear table tennis on your clothes, make it easy for people to find table tennis wherever they look. I hope that's helpful, and congratulations on setting out to grow the sport. One other thing, you can even talk to the members that are currently there and say, hey, here's what I'm thinking. I want to make sure that the club grows, that we have a real long future here, because you guys are young, but some of the older club members, none of us are going to be here forever. Just want to make sure that we have new, fresh faces coming in, something like that. And if they don't respond well to that conversation, okay, as long as you're not ruffling too many feathers or upsetting the people around you, you can even do it on your own. Just go out there, you and your brother, whether it means putting up signs around the city. I think digitally might be the way to go, or talking about local sponsorships. We'll put up, your local grocery store. We'll put up your brand on the barriers or on the wall. Every time we're playing, we'll hang it up so that the members can come see it, as long as you will put up something in this grocery store that says, hey, check out the local table tennis club. A lot of different ways to cross-promote, create win-win situations. So, hope that's helpful. Keep on brainstorming, keep at it, and I'm sure you'll do great. Alrighty. Well, thanks for sending in the email, and if you want to send in an email, you can. Just send it in to AdamBobrowConnect@gmail.com, and hopefully I'll be able to answer your email, and hopefully I'll be able to be of service. Alright, until the next time, stay cool, take care of yourselves, and as always, keep on ponging. Peace.